Hi, I wanted to show you how to link to a specific area of a page. So if you're going to break out like some PDFs into longer pages and you want to link somebody right to a specific area of that page, that is done using anchor links. Now to set up an anchor link, you want to go to wherever it is that you want to, send the user to in the form of a link. Um, and then you're going to highlight this and choose here under these three dots, edit as HTML. Sorry, I didn't see that right away. So come here and go to edit as HTML. This is going to give you the HTML for this particular paragraph, which is just a heading really. So what I did is in the P, that's the paragraph field, I'm just adding an ID to it. And that way it identifies this section of the page and we can link to this. So I put an ID equals quote germination quote, and then you make sure you have that within the caret, the P, or if it's a header, it's going to be an H1 tag instead of a P tag. But now I've identified this part of the page. So let me, when I say go back to edit visually, I'm going to hit save. Now I had already put it in there, but if you want to do that on any other section, so for example, this one, let's go here and we're going to choose the three dots, edit as HTML, and here's where I can put in, and now each one has to be individual or unique, obviously. So we'll say this one is collecting. All right, and then I'm going to hit save. Now let's go to the front end of the website. I am logged in still, so you can still see these editing things, but the users won't see that. Now if I put in here hashtag, that indicates that it's an anchor. We're linking to an anchor on the page. And then I'm putting in that ID germination. If I hit return now, that's going to, and actually, let me do this over. So if I go to this page, and then instead I'm going to link to hashtag germination, that's going to scroll me down to that part of the page. Or if I put in collecting, that'll scroll me up to this one. So it's as easy as that. You just kind of go in here, you have to use this edit as HTML, and then you put in ID equals quotes and whatever you want to call that ID in quote, and make sure it's within this careted P or H1 tag or whatever it is. Like this one, let's go here. Let's see here. Oh, that's the title actually. But if I clicked on this one, if I wanted to link to this, that is a P2. I don't know if there's any H1 or H2 tags. I think we just use paragraphs on this. But if this was, oops, if this was an H2 tag, and the way you can actually do that is you can come in here and say, I want this to be a heading, and then you can choose H2 or whatever. That would look a little different in the HTML. So let me scroll down here and get this edit as HTML. And so now you can see H2 class. It did pick up this ID because I just changed the paragraph to an H2 class, but you can see that this is the same kind of thing. I'm just putting an ID here within that caret, the two carets in the H2. So I'm going to undo that. I think I can undo. Yeah, so now that's back to normal. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that's how you do it. Now, if you want to link from another page to this anchor, you want to copy this whole link here. And then if you're putting a link to it, you can put link here or whatever the text is that you want, and then highlight this and then use this link, and then you're going to paste that in. Now that's going to link to that collecting anchor. So we'll save this real quick. I'll undo this, but just to show you, let's reload this page. Now if I click on this, it's going to zoom me back up there. Of course, I wasn't very far down the page, but you can see how that works. So that's how you would add those links and get people to a certain place on the page. And that way you don't have to build out a page for each subsection. Of course you can, and that can be helpful too for SEO. If native seed germination, if you have its own page, it might be found more on Google than it will be when it's on a page with lots of other things. So if you want to build pages, that's fine. But if you want to just link to a certain spot on the page, it's as easy as that. So let me know if this answers your question. You cannot link to a specific place on a PDF, but you can do it on a page. So this might hopefully serve the needs that you were asking about. I'm getting rid of that link and I'm going to save and close out of this. Let me know if you have any other questions.